from the heartland of America, Kansas City, Missouri, it's the Steve and Kathy Show. Featuring Brian Savage and the Steve and Kathy Band. With Bill Barron, James Galbraith, Lon Phillips, Jeremy Wood, and the all-new Steve and Kathy Showcast. Plus, the push-button pastor, a visit with Elvis, and musical guest Randy Davenport. All this and a whole lot more good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve and Kathy Gray.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first and possibly only award-winning faith-based inspirational variety show in the entire universe that exposes the absurdities of religion while at the same time giving us hope for the future.
And hello, studio audience. Glad you're with us. Looking good, yeah.
Yeah, but boy, I got to tell you, folks, technology really is changing our lives. It's taken over our lives. Why, just the other day, I was standing in this long line at one of those mega stores with about 20 people in front of me. You know, they're in front of you with bulging carts, buying everything, while I stood there with one small item because we were getting ready to fly to another city, and Kathy just had to have a pack of gum before she could get on the plane so her ears wouldn't pop when we land. So suddenly, the guy in front of me, he strikes up a conversation, and I thought, well, this is nice. It'll help me pass the time while I have to wait to purchase this valuable pack of gum.
Okay, well, what did he say to you?
Well, he asked me how my day was going, and I told him, fine, I'm having a fine day standing in line to purchase this pack of gum. Then he asked me how the wife was, and I said she is going to be ready to fly anywhere in the world if I can just get this gum to her. Then he says how great the weather was, and I nodded my head and commented that I'd heard it might storm later today. You know how it is in Missouri, how the weather is. Then he asked me if I'd like to go have some cup of coffee with him a little later, and I thought, well, I am a little busy now buying this pack of gum. But why not? So I put my hand on his shoulder, Kathy. I put my hand on his shoulder, and suddenly he whips his head around and looks at me straight in the eye, kind of like I'm Charles Manson or you know, O.J. Simpson or the Boston Strangler or Darth Vader, you know. And as he turned around, I noticed he had this funny thing in his ear, and it said Bluetooth on it. And I'd been talking for 25 minutes to a complete stranger who didn't even know I was talking to him. That's technology. That's what technology will do.
Well, you know what? All I gotta say is BTW, GMTA, IMHO, LOL, BTW, FITB, OMG, QT, BFNN, AFK.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking in technology code.
Technology code. Okay, well, and tell me what you just said.
BTW, by the way. GMTA, great minds think alike. LOL, laugh out loud, by the way. Fill in the blanks. Oh, my gosh, you're such a cutie. Bye for now, because I'm away from my keyboard. That's what I said. Well, you know, Steve, technology is affecting every part of our society, including many churches. More and more churches are providing high-quality sight and sound, iPod downloads, and sermons on demand.
Yeah, right you are, Kathy. But the problem is that we're getting so good with our technology that, you know, a person or a pastor doesn't even have to be that talented or that spiritual to look and sound like a superstar. In fact, a high-tech church service can be put together with only the push of a few buttons. If you don't believe me, just take a look at this.
Good morning, Lois. How are you on this beautiful Sunday morning?
Oh, I'm doing mighty well.
That's good. How's the crowd out there today?
They're excited and waiting.
Excellent. I'm going to sweep up a bit before the service.
Okay, well, I'll see you when it's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome the all-anointed, self-appointed, devil-busting, demon-stomping, the right reverend of the techno world, the great and powerful wizard of Ooze and Oz, Brother Elijah A. White.
Are you living in a dry and thirsty land? Well, I've got water from the well of salvation. Is Is your body feeling old, tired, and weary? Allow me, Elijah A. White, to put some fire back in your bones.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again. It's offering time.
Friends, we could really use your help to pay for all this fancy equipment that the Lord has provided for all of us to enjoy. So take out the largest bill you've got. Now don't you be hiding your money from me. Do not arouse the wrath of the great and powerful Wizard of Oohs and Ahs.
Self-reborn, the devil busted demon stomping. The right reverend of the techno world, the great and powerful Wizard of Oohs and Ahs, Brother Elijah A. White. Welcome to the city of angels. Welcome to the city of angels. All anointed, self-reborn, the devil busted demon stomping. The right reverend of the techno world, the great and powerful Wizard of Oohs and Ahs, Brother Elijah A. White. Welcome to the city of angels.
What's going on here?
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Who are you?
I am the great and powerful Wizard of Oohs and Ahs, Brother Elijah A. White.
You're a very bad man.
No, my dear, I'm a very good man. I'm just a very bad preacher. Besides, this is what people want these days. Smoke, fire, and music.
No, they don't. People don't want that at all.
They don't?
No. What people want is someone who's real and genuine. Well, you're just a fake.
I thought people wanted fake.
Here, take this Bible and read it, and then get out there and be who you really are.
Who I really am? Well, I don't know about if that would be possible.
Open your heart and tell the world that you really do want to love God with all of your heart and mind and strength. Get real with God, and God will get real with you.
Well, goodbye, Lois.
Goodbye, Reverend. See you next week.
Yeah, I'll see you next week. And oh, Lois, about next week, don't forget to bring your Bible.
My what?
Your Bible. The Bible, Lois. You know, the Word of God.
Oh, the Bible. I remember that book. Huh. Bring my Bible. He's a genius. Pure genius.
The city of angels.
Yeah, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. Now, where have I heard that line before? It sounds so familiar.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget, coming up, we've got Elvis preaching a movie sermon. Plus, we'll be paying another visit to our trailer park pastor. So you gotta keep watching, yeah.
You're right again, Kathy, but first we need to say a big hello to Brian Savage and the Steve and Kathy Band. Sounded good.
Yeah.
Sounded good.
Woo.
Well, Kathy, do you know what I mean when I say, the movie sermon? You know what that is?
Yeah, I
you have any
think
idea?
so. Yeah, I think it means when a church shows a movie, then the sermon's about the movie and what we can spiritually learn from it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
right now, we're all going to go to church together to this next church where Elvis is ready to do his favorite movie sermon.
And now, with a special Sunday morning message, the immortal Elvis.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This here is the king. I want to give you something special today. It's called a movie sermon. And what's a movie sermon, you might be wondering? Well, a movie sermon is a sermon based on a popular movie because a minister can't think of nothing else to preach from the Bible that day. You know what I'm talking about? I believe you do. So take it home, church, as we find God in one of my all-time favorite movies, Rollin'.
Square Productions presents perhaps the funniest film ever made.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. You've never seen a film like it. This is the incredible story of the world's ultimate disaster. Vicious, man-eating tomatoes grow to monstrous proportions.
Ain't no time to make a fuss. We gotta get those tomatoes before they get us.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. You've never seen anything like it.
Viva! Oh, is it over? I didn't notice that, man. Well, what can we learn from them maters, church? Can you find a little bit of God in them? I believe you can. It might just be God sending his judgment for wild living with women, booze, prescription drugs, and reaching out with helping hands when should we be giving our helping hands to ourselves? You get the picture? I'm sure you do. Or could it be that those little red devils is rolling down the street scaring the ketchup out of every woman and man? Show that there's evil, man. A beast, 666, written somewhere deep down inside of all of us, making us do naughty things. I've certainly done my share of naughty things in my life. You know what I mean? I think you do.
Now, hold here. I find all of this talk highly offensive, full of prejudice, racial profiling, and stereotyping based on media bias and misinformation.
All right there. Hold it right there, Mr. Mater. Don't get yourself strained. You might end up getting stewed, man.
Oh, very funny from someone who's sauced half the time.
Well, it hurt, man. It really did. You know what I'm talking about? I think you do.
Tomatoes have always gotten a raw deal. People used to say we were poison.
Yeah?
Here I am, the star of VeggieTales, and botanically speaking, I'm not even a vegetable. I'm a fruit. I've had enough of this. I'm out of here.
Well, then go on, man. Get out of here. This ain't your church anyway. Now, I ask you, man, what's that guy got to complain about? I'm botanically embalmed, bloodless, breathless, deceased, defunct, departed, drained, fallen, gone, idle, inoperative, malfunctioning, lifeless, non-living, pulseless. And because I died in 1977, baby, I'm really, really tired. That's right. I may be a star, maybe a little bit too big, but ain't nobody too big that they can't reach out with a helping hand, a helping, oh man, I can't wait to get a helping of them taters over there, man. Well, until our next movie sermon, this is Elvis the King saying, I did it my way. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Well, don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a special music guest and our trailer park pastor coming up next.
Hey, if you like what you're watching, there's even more good stuff on SteveandKathyGray.com. You can watch a show, or send one of our award-winning skits to someone on your email list, or jump on Steve's blog and see what's got him stirred up today. Check out those powerful resources in our bookstore. You can even get a sneak peek at what Steve's cooking up for next week. If you want more than what the religious status quo has to offer, then SteveandKathyGray.com is for you. Log on now and let your spirit live.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Randy Davenport.
We get off every morning in a panic, get to work on time to pay for all the things we can't afford. Well, somehow they have convinced us there's so much we can't live without. But will it really matter 100 years from now? Like the car I've been driving or the house I live in, the checks I've been writing, or the places I've been, the brands I've been buying, and why I follow the crowd. But will it really matter 100 years from now?
You know, Jesus told us to lay up treasures up there in heaven, not here on the earth.
Will it all burn up? Or will I get a crown? That's what will matter 100 years from now. Will it all burn up? Or will we get a crown? That's what will matter 100 years from now. Oh, that's what will matter 100 years from now.
Kansas City is known all over the country for great barbecue, but did you know that Kansas City is also home to the award-winning Steve and Kathy Show and World Revival Church? Come to a service. We can offer you something that'll be food for your spirit. Our kids' ministry is a marvel all on its own, but there's so much more. We've got something for all ages. Plus, there's the House of Hope and Healing that's getting great results. Come to World Revival Church off I-470, exit 5, and check out what's really happening in Kansas City.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you know, it's true. Technology just might be taking over our lives.
Yeah, you know, no matter who you are or where you live in this country, technology is there.
Right, you are, Kathy, except in our case, the trailer park pastor, well, his technology just might be a few years behind the times. Have a look.
I want to introduce you to our special guests who come all the way here from Blue Mountain Ridge to show us some of today's modern gadgetry. Now, I already done told them that I am, in my own right, a techno nerd, but let's give them our undivided attention anyway.
Hi, I'm here to introduce to you the future of iPod, iPhone, and Wi-Fi technology. Now, say you wanted to call your secretary in from the other office. Well, with this here gadget...
Now, wait a minute. I know you're all excited about, you know, everything, and you got a nice little new product there, but we already got one.
You already got one? These just came out last week.
Well, I'm telling you, we already got one. Look at here. Miss Crabtree? Oh, Miss Crabtree. Mrs. Crabtree!
What is it?
Well, Miss Crabtree, when I ring the bell, you're supposed to answer.
What do you want?
Oh, nothing. I was just showing how our intercom system works.
He calls me in, here I come. They don't want nothing. What is this church coming to?
Allow me to show you the latest in 1080p video projection.
Well, now, why would we need that? See? When we got this is something that will amaze your eyes. You see, you type up the words on a thin little piece of plastic, and you slip them right on here, then you lay it down, and you lift that up, and behold, the pictures are, the words are right on the side of my screen. I can see you're impressed. I told you I was a techno nerd.
Okay, this here is an all-digital recording device that will reproduce the clearest possible sound currently known to mankind.
Yeah, well, I might have to politely challenge you on that. You see, with just the push of one button on this here thing, I can record anything anybody says at any time. Go ahead. say something here into the microphone.
Mary had a little lamb, and when she saw it sicken, she shipped it off to Packentown, and now it's labeled chicken.
Well, here is something I know you do not have. Now, what I hold in my hand is the latest in technology for the hearing impaired.
Oh, well, save your breath, Mr. High-Class City Slicker guy. We're way ahead of you on this one.
Well, that's impossible.
Impossible, you say? Well, my middle name is Impossible. Here, take a look at this beauty.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
What is it?
Oh, not you, Miss Crabtree. I was speaking to the hearing impaired.
Well, I ain't deaf yet, you goat.
Well, listen, I know you're just trying to make a living and all, but the good Lord has blessed us with more modern conveniences than we know what to do with. Ain't that right, folks?
That's right. I got my transistor radio with a leatherette case and earphone that doesn't work because it's broke.
I got my combination combo calculator and cigarette lighter.
I don't know what I'd do as a youth pastor without my Atari.
And I got these rabbit ears and aluminum foil.
And I got this record player.
And how could any of us survive in this here trailer park if it weren't for this CB? Bring it on home, buddy.
So you see, Mr. Sales Guy, we are just way too blessed for our own good. So you better just go on down the road and look for much more needy people. Yes? Hello? Oh, yes, Miss Crabtree. Oh, okay. I'll be right there. I gotta go, folks. Miss Crabtree got her sleeve caught in the mimeograph machine again. I'm coming, children.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the portion of our program that we call Family Time. All right, technology, where does it all fit in? When is it good for us and when is it too much?
Okay, well, Steve, you know, there's probably nobody sitting in this group that doesn't like the latest gadgetry and the big screens and the great sound. You know, but with some people, we just want to say, get a life.
Yeah.
I can remember when I was just in the 8th grade, and I didn't have much of a life. I stayed up in private chat rooms all night long, and I got exposed to some things I wouldn't have otherwise encountered.
I also think kids shouldn't be on the computer for hours at a time. It's so easy to fall into that temptation because there's things just right there at the touch of a key. Whatever happened to playing outside like we used to when I was a kid?
Okay, so we all agree that we do like technology, though, right?
Sure, yeah. But wait. I want to know what Steve thinks of movie and Broadway show sermons.
You do, huh?
Yeah.
I'm trying to escape that. Well, some of you, you know, you might disagree with me or what I'm about to say, but I really don't like it. Don't like them, and here's the reason why. You know, I know they're entertaining, and I know it makes us feel all contemporary and modern and everything, but I don't think the world should be teaching us the Bible. I think the Bible should be teaching, you know, be taught to the world. It should be the other way around. So, for me, leave the movies down at the movie house and just open the Bible in the church. That's how I feel about it. That's just me.
That's you. Well, folks, we thank the Lord for technology, you know, especially in the area of science and medicine. But for some people, all the technology in the world just isn't enough. There's people that are going through things that technology can't solve. That's why we founded the Ministry of Hope, Healing and Restoration through the House of Hope and Healing. And every day, people call or they come into this marvelous house where healing of every kind takes place, giving people life that works. Listen now as we bring you a real person with another real life that works story from the House of Hope and Healing.
A while back, I got a diagnosis, and I had had a routine physical, and the nurse called me and told me that my blood sugar was high. And she didn't just stop with that either. She told me that, you know, Diane, there's going to have to be lifestyle changes, and you may have to end up taking insulin and all those things. And I was so overwhelmed because I am a registered nurse, and I knew exactly what diabetes could do to a body. I was worried, I was fearful, it was just hard for me. But then I remembered my pastors, Steve and Kathy Gray, and this wonderful place they have built called the House of Hope and Healing. When we got into the room, they sat down beside me and did a little paperwork and assured me that everything I would share with them would be confidential. And that made me feel safe. That made me feel secure. They just joined with me, and they prayed, and they called down the love of God and the power of God, and they even prayed against that fear that was there, that wouldn't keep consuming me. It felt like a storm that was going on inside of me just kind of settled down, and the waves stood still, and I just began to have a peace and a confidence. About a week later, I had gone for another blood test. That was a more definitive test. It would tell whether my body had a high blood sugar for a long time. And I knew the test results were coming, and the phone rang, and the nurse said, "Diane, this is the nurse, and I want to tell you the test results." And I just stood there, and she said they were completely normal. I was just overjoyed. I jumped up and down. I remember thinking, oh my goodness, God has come to rescue me. The House of Hope and Healing, you know, is there for anybody who is in trouble of any kind. It's a place where people can come and feel the love and the safety and somebody else to lift them up, and they don't have to fight alone.
Would you like to live a life that works? Steve and Kathy believe you can and have powerful tools to get you on your way. With your gift of $25 or more, you can download Steve's guide, How to Prosper in a Recession. While you're there, take our free quiz, Money Talks. What does it say about you? But there's more. When you partner with us, we'll add a special bonus download in this package called Is Lack Holding You Back? Go online and make a difference in your own life. This life-changing package is waiting for you right now.
Remember, friends, you can live a life that works.
That's right. Through this ministry, people are finding life and help for all kinds of issues that keep them all weighted down. But now you and the people that you love can get out from under that heavy load.
Start by going to our website at SteveandKathyGray.com and get in on our special Life That Works offer. You can start turning things around today.
And remember, when you partner with us, your gift of $25 or more touches many lives. Plus, you'll get Steve's practical guide, How to Prosper in a Recession. Don't forget that bonus, Is Lack Holding You Back?
That's right. We want you to experience the hope and life just like you saw in the real-life story that we watched. Thanks for joining us. Be sure and tune in again as we continue to expose absurd religion and bring you hope and help to you and the people you love. This is Steve and Kathy saying, let your spirit live.